Invictus, my kings, and welcome back to another Total War Rome 2 Empire Divided Gallic Rome playthrough. Yes, and today we will be going against the Marcomanni and, well, finalizing the conquest of their territories, essentially. Finally capturing Budorgis. Yes, Budorgis. I'm very terrible. Now, watch our little reliability rating completely plummet. Bam, untrustworthy, wonderful. But we are capturing Budorgis. We might lose a settlement here and there against the Quadii, but I don't think so. We can just send this army over here and deal with Istros when the time comes. Now we should build up Procurer's Villa, Public Forum, consecrate. No, we don't need a consecrated ground. Let's instead build an aqueduct and then Suburbia. Now, with this army, we can go against Norea. Yeah, let's auto-resolve and let's deal a finishing blow to their armies over here. And let's finally capture the entirety of Raet et Noricum. Let's build consecrated ground, public forum, and an aqueduct. That'll be sufficient, I think. Then with these two armies, the Emperor's army and Legio to Alpina, we can go forward, we can surge forward and press the attack against Sisika. We are now at war with the Goths even, so we're gonna have to march through the entirety of the Balkans, and it's gonna be quite something. But let's actually try and get a trade agreement with the Buri. No, they're not interested. Okay, never mind. It looks like the world hates us, but we are strong enough to take on the entire world. The only ones we might struggle against are the Sassanid Persians, the Sassanids, who are going to be probably our late game boss. But as it stands right now, we are unassailable. So let's build up these territories a little bit, and let's actually build an aqueduct here, build a shrine of Jupiter, and upgrade the buildings that we can upgrade. And let's move on. We are making a decisive push against the Germans, who have ravaged the entirety of the Balkans. The Marcomanni are now asking for a peace treaty. That's not gonna happen. That's definitely not gonna happen. We will smite them and wipe them from the face of the earth. The aggressor... sure, we can go against Numidia. Doesn't matter. Numidia isn't something we are concerned with. Is Numidia just... they will even probably get a rebellion over here, so it doesn't matter. We are gonna stand by Hispania Citerior because they are making nice work of the provinces in Africa. They are making nice progress over there, so let's not bother with it. Instead, let's why was that a close victory? Probably had an army standing somewhere, but whatever. We managed to capture this province over here. Also, let's build it up. Let's build up the provinces that we captured a little bit, and let's get efficient recruiter going. Now this army over here can probably start its march towards the Quencum over here. Yes, let's sort of step by step deal with the issues that are present. So this army can go towards Siskia. And deal with this threat. Bam, there we go. Raise. One by one we'll capture the entirety of the Germanic menace. Let's get a Field of Mars going because we don't build enough of those. And the Emperor's army, Legio 3 Gallica, can move towards Jadera, however you pronounce that name. Can move towards this province right here. Same with Legio 1 Equestris, that legion can move towards this, well, towards Illyricum, let's say. They are moving towards Illyricum. And yeah, so that's going to be that. Let's upgrade our units. Let's now upgrade some of our towns and cities, because it's necessary. Shrine of Jupiter, always helpful, always wonderful. It's going to be very useful for the entirety of the province to have a Shrine of Jupiter. Oh, we see the Goths are making a little bit of an attack. No matter, we'll crush them. Well, not making an attack, they're moving into our territory. But I don't think it's going to be an issue. They won't cause that much trouble. A child is born, very nice. Rotten food, what can you do? Let's see their army. Spear levy, Germanic mountain warband. Yeah, we'll deal with that. We have a sizable garrison. Maybe not at Patavium. Maybe not at Patavium. So maybe we should send an army. Maybe we should send the Emperor. Oh, there we go. There's a little bit. The Heralds of the Great Giant. Can we actually make it to that army? No, we can't. We can do is we can stand over here. This, we could make it maybe. Oh, no, we can't. Too bad. Oh, there we go. We can make it. Some Germanic spearmen, some Germanic horse skirmishes. This is the Emperor making the attack. Let's save and let's go for a battle, even though it seems like it's going to be very easy. Alright, here we are on the battlefield and we can already see the enemy forces, but let's take a look at the cohorts. We haven't seen them yet. Oh yeah, they look magnificent. Not amount of a huge difference between, let's line these 3 units up. So these are the cohorts. However, these are, I think, mistakenly given to Gallic Rome, since these are units of Aurelian's Rome. Here we see Gallic legionaries a little bit more heavily outfitted. Let's compare these two side by side. Yeah, the legionaries and the cohorts look almost the same except for the shield. The legionaries definitely have a unified shield style, whereas the cohorts have shields sort of all over the place. But you know, very similar looking units. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Now let's take a look at the Gallic heavy skirmishers. Yes, no, these guys look cool as hell. I really love these. Really love their helmets. They look very fearsome, very cool. And yeah, so the enemy is actually located over here on this little hilltop. So we might be fighting an uphill battle a little bit. We'll see. Maybe they'll decide to go up against us, but I highly doubt it. But this army has seen action throughout the entirety of our campaign. They are some of the most skilled units that we have, to be sure. Enemy reinforcements, from where are they approaching? Does it tell us? They might be coming from over here. No. I don't know where they're coming from. Oh well, what can you do? What can you do? So let's fast forward. And let's actually, maybe the general's moving up a little too far ahead. Don't want him getting shot or anything of the sort. And let's arrange our troops like so. And since the enemy is actually coming towards us for some reason, there we go. Here are the enemy reinforcements. They have just a couple of units, but they're far away. They won't make a big difference. But there are some skirmishers over there. They have, what do they have? Germanic hunters. Now those are really good units. So we should try to take care to actually move up this hill and try and dislodge them from that little hilltop. Let's move up our skirmishers as well. Our cavalry detachment can go like so. Lots of skirmishers. These Germanics are recruiting, but in essence it's going to be completely fine. Okay, let's go. Let's throw in all of our units and slow down a little bit, moving a little too fast for my liking. What are these? These are mercenary Thracian light cavalry. We'll probably move our units to counter them. And yeah, let's charge in. Let's protect the skirmishers. Okay, looks like I wasn't too competent when it comes to protecting the skirmishers. My mistake. I suck at video games. Oh well, what can you do? But here we go, there's the enemy general, so let's make an attack against the general. It was a very sloppily played battle, should have slowed down and seen what I'm doing. But oh well, what can you do? The Emperor will make a good time of dealing with the enemy. We've managed to deal with the enemy cavalry attack. Our skirmishers are relatively safe, so let's move them to the side. These skirmishers over here can move forward. Let's see, I can't see a thing through these trees, which is historically accurate, I suppose. It's realistic. So it's going to be quite a little bit of a hassle, but maybe the Emperor can make a little bit of an attack against the enemy cavalry, who are mercenary Germanic mounted warband. And make a war cry. Let's inspire our troops, or demoralize the enemy troops more rather. Yes, the war cry does that. And here we go. The Gallic heavy skirmishers are going to town against the enemy Germanic spearmen. But here we go. The enemy pulled up a bunch of spearmen against our general. So let's move him away. Let's not get caught in over our heads like that. No reason why we should have to deal with something like that with our only cavalry detachment. No, for sure. So let's move our skirmishers a little bit back, and let's move our cohorts a little bit forward and use them against the Germanic spearmen. In the center, as you can see in the center, the enemy is completely breaking apart. We'll win this fight fairly easily. And yeah, it seems like we'll win this battle. It's not the most difficult thing I've ever done, to be sure. A little bit sloppily played towards the beginning, but in the end we managed to pull through. And let's now surge forward with our units like so against the enemy. Very, very easily handled. Our heavy skirmishers are doing a fine job dealing with the enemy forces. The skirmishers are really the MVPs of this entire fight. Since our units are so much better compared to the enemy, we're making short work of them. Germanic axe warband really not a threat at all. Here we see the enemy Germanic horse skirmishers and melee cavalry pulling up, so that's going to be a little bit of an issue maybe. So let's try and deal with them to at least shadow them a little bit. The center has broken, very nice. You can use the swarm of units to flank the enemy forces and march towards the enemy general. Go. These skirmishers can now move towards here to counter skirmish against the Germanic horse skirmishers, and to deal with them. Ultimately, our Emperor is making a nice job of demoralizing and hunting down the Germanic hunters. The hunter becomes the hunted. How paradoxical is that? How fitting, but there we go. The entire Marcomanni force is breaking, and the Gothic force should break relatively soon as well. Oh, these skirmishers have actually run out of ammunition. I'm sorry, I'm sending them like a buffoon against the enemy when the enemy is already when the enemy has a clear advantage. No counter skirmishing to be done. Then we've lost our entire. But maybe we could use our general over there and then kill the Gothic general over here, and the Emperor himself will have a very easy time. Let's actually see if we can find him. Where is Tetricus? There he is. There is Tetricus with a little bit of a spear, but this will be a very simple fight. Let's make short work of these. What's his name? Alboin the Taifali cavalry, medium melee cavalry. Very interesting. I haven't played as the Goths too much. Haven't even played as them in a campaign. The enemy general is dead. Very nice. This battle has been a victory. Sloppily played, but it is a victory nonetheless. There we go, it was a decisive victory. We lost 419 troops and we killed almost, well, we killed 1,901. So let's enslave, let's have a bit of a fun time with them. And let's now go for Yadira. Still have some reinforcements over here, so let's raise the settlement and let's use the other army over here. I wonder if let's just keep them put over here. Maybe I could send them back towards the Fires of Sana, and maybe we could actually send them to deal with this small army that's going to be rampaging around our territory a little bit. I see the Goths are pulling up another army, the Blood Swans. The Emperor is gonna have a lot of opportunity to prove himself. It seems. Minus upkeep for replenishment rate armor for all units. Yeah, skilled logistician is pretty decent. Military administrator minus upkeep for all land units. Now that's pretty good. But I think the armor is going to be much better for us at the moment. Here we go. Let's upgrade our armors and our shield makers, just so we have a little bit of leeway when it comes to the quality of our troops. Just so I don't have to think so much when playing on the tactical map. It seems like the Goths have retreated. For some reason they are making their way towards Noria as well, but the Blood Swans have retreated, and so they will become just another casualty of the Roman war machine. But the joint war against, no, don't think so. Hispania Citerior keeps bombarding me with these requests, but I really don't think so. But anyway, we don't really have much of a trade, so let's go for our agrarian yield. Why not? Still a little bit of an army over here, so let's deal with them. And we could probably even make a move against, let's enslave, let's have some fun with them. We can even probably make way towards Narona, there we go, Narona. This army over here, I'm not entirely sure what their plan is, but it's going to be interesting. This army can make way towards Aquincum, and to protect the flank is going to be good enough. Spear Levy, if they go for Norea, we'll probably be able to repel them. However, I won't build up the province just in case. Norea, we just recently captured it, so there's not a huge amount of build up. But here we go, we can actually make way towards Narona. And we can even bring up some reinforcements over here, just to make the job a little bit easier. There we go. Let's raise and let's build up the settlement. We have now captured Illyricum, and that's gonna be, well, that's gonna be good. Yeah. So let's build up the settlement, consecrated ground, all the good stuff over here, and suburbia. There we go. Let's see if we gained any experience ranks. There we go. We gained some. Let's make our troops even better. And here we come up to a little bit of a cross point where we could go south towards Dyrrhachium and capture the entirety of Illyricum. I think that's what I'm going to do with the Emperor's army. And with Legio 1 Equestris, I think I'm going to go towards Sumurmium and then towards Sumurmium. Even though we could actually go towards Sumurmium with this army over here. But actually I don't want to think too much about this army. Let's just raise a little bit of an army over here. There we go. Let's see, let's recruit some Gallic legionaries. And I'll use this army against the marauding, the Fires of Sana. I'll use that army against the Fires of Sana because I'm not really interested in dealing with them too much. Here we go, the enemy agent. The enemy agents have been activated. They are gonna make our life a living hell. What are they gonna do? Who knows? But But enemy agent spam is really one thing that I don't miss about Rome 2 at all. It's mighty annoying. And peace treaty, the Marcomanni want a peace treaty. That's not happening. You can see the Fires of Sun have now decided that raiding is going to be their ultimate feat in life. Marcomanni pulling some moves, Assassinates pulling some moves. We'll see how things are going. And but I think we'll capture trade agreement with the Roxolani. No, you're next on the block. So another triumph, very nice. But we can use what is this army? The Legio 6 Augusta, very nice. We can use this army against the Fires of Sana. They have 7 units, we have 6, but our 6 are much better, I would think. Banditry, who cares? And the army over at Siskia can probably go over to Sirmium and capture Sirmium. No resistance, very easy indeed. And standard stuff, consecrated ground, procures villa, and no, actually we already built that, so aqueduct and public forum, there we go. And Sissia, do we need? No, we can keep the field of Mars. Now let's go towards Aquincum. Raise again. There we go. Very easy, very simple. Let's turn this into a farming settlement. There we go. Very nice. No ranks gained. No ranks gained. Okay. So, the army in Aquincum and the army in Istros. The army in Istros can probably... Oh, I'd really like to recapture Zarmize Getusa. These names, man. These names. Could they come up with some easier names to pronounce? Oh, well. Let's move towards this province. The province in Dacia. That is actually held by the Aurelians Rome towards the beginning of the game. So let's move towards them. The army Legio 2 Alpina can then probably go towards Drobeta, and we can capture the entirety of Dacia that way, and then move towards Olbia and Melgunov. And actually we are at those are Eastern rebels, never mind, so no need to go after them, but we can swiftly go through Dacia towards the heartland or the mainland or whatever you want to call it, the homeland of the Goths at the beginning of the game, whereas the rest of the armies can march through the entirety of the Balkans and then towards Greece. I think that's going to be just fine, a fine course to take. Let's build up the I feel Shrine of Mars. For some reason the Shrine of Mars is cheaper than the rest of them, which I don't quite understand, but no matter. And let's actually go for these beginning these couple of first I really have not done a good job at completing these what you might call it, these economy 1 and stuff like that. Really haven't done a good job at this, so let's go back and let's get governance 1, so we have a little bit of an increased tax rate throughout the entire empire. I tend to forget that this is a mechanic in Rome 2 when it comes to research. I really tend to forget, so oh well. Oh well. But here we go, the Marcomanni again with the agent spam. They are relentless with their agents, and they should really... I really wish there was some sort of way to turn off the agents, because they make the game so much less fun. It really makes the game a little bit of a slug. You know, Rome 2 otherwise... No, stop bothering me. Rome 2 otherwise is a really fun game. I really like it, even though it has a lot of issues. But the agent spam is really not something I'm too... Infantry recruitment... Really not something. Faction. The Booty have joined. Okay, so we are now at war with the Booty. Could we just pay them off? It'd be much simpler if we could just pay them off. Offer payment. Let's give them 4. No. Let's give them 8k. No. So the Booty are now against us. Very well. Very well. We might lose a settlement to them. That's completely fine. We'll send the Legios for Minervia to the north to deal with them. Send an army north to deal with them. They probably have just some trash, spear levy, Germanic skirmishers, nothing too. They actually have some Germanic bad, but that's not gonna stop us at all. Legio for Minervia can go against them. I spared them in my conquest of Lugi, but I see now that was a mistake, and we will now go and thrash them thoroughly. Legio 5 Invicta can go against Zarmiguzia or Zarmizagutsa or whatever, however you pronounce that. We'll go up against those guys, and Legio 1 can go and capture Dyrrachium. There we go. Illyricum is now going to be fully captured in the hands of Gallic Rome, as it should be, as it always will be. Let's make this a farming settlement as well. Let's research the library, Shrine of Mars, water tank, and coin maker. Yeah, coin maker, why not? It's gonna be relatively simple. Legio 3 Gallica the Emperor's army can move over here. We see a major Germanic the Marcomanni army over here. Probably they were attempting to reinforce Dyrrachium, but we see another army over here in Apollonia. I'm not entirely sure. The Icicles of Blood, if that's that's a navy. No, that's not a navy. That should be an army. Okay, so we will hold Dyrrachium for now with the Emperor. That's not the Emperor, this is the Emperor. So for now we'll hold Dyrrachium with Legio 1, and the Emperor can go up and clean up Nisos. And the army in Sirmium, or Sirmium or rather, probably can head towards Drobeta. We can capture that settlement relatively easally. Let's raise the settlement, and there we go, another little army. But I want to actually use the opportunity to deal with these guys over here. There we go. There we go. Crushing victory against them. No reason to fight this battle. I really don't like these fortification battles. They tend to be quite annoying. But can we actually finish them off? No, we can't. So let's finish them off next turn. They only have a couple of units left. Nothing to pose a major threat to us at all. And yeah, let's continuing on. Okay, so the three, let's actually see if we could get a peace agreement with the Goths. That'll be very nice. Peace agreement with the Goths. We'll get some money out of them. We'll break the, we'll probably betray them very quickly and swiftly. Very nice, so let's get 10k out of that. Very easy. When the Buri, peace treaty, no. And against the Marcomanni, we'll make the move. So we'll first finish off the Marcomanni, then we'll finish up the Goths. And in the meantime, let's use actually that money to get effect, and let's build up another army over here. So 4 of those guys, and let's make the rest Gallic legionaries. It's indeed that army that has been crushed. Won't bother us for a little while. 2+2 morale of our armies, wounding enemy agents, 1 cunning. That's all pretty good. And yeah, let's move on. I think actually this is where I'm gonna leave it off for this part. Let's see what the enemy does. Let's see what the Goths are up to. And we have managed to make the Marcomanni want a peace treaty as well. Sure, let's recuperate our forces and I'll start the next part right when we are about to betray both of them. Yeah, I think that's actually going to be a nice breather. We have been at continuous war for plenty of turns now. Here we come. The Buri are making a move. We will lose this settlement. Oh well, who cares? We will very shortly recapture it. So the campaign against the Buri is going to be another part. Oh, they actually didn't capture. Oh, they did capture it. Okay. So the campaign against the Buri is going to be another. They sacked the settlement and then they occupied it. That's a little bit strange. But the army that's heading north over here, we'll have an easy time dealing with the booty probably. And let's see what kind of army they have. We don't know. So in that case, let's actually send this army as well to the north, and let's have a little bit of a spit. Let's have a little bit of fun with them, more so to say. And yeah, well, thanks, Kings, for watching, and I will see you next time.